A very good morning to my dear IT students. Welcome back after your Terminal 1 exams. I hope you would have seen your Terminal 1 exams and would have learned from your mistakes and will not be repeating those mistakes again so that you may score better. So beta, now we'll be starting up your Term 2 syllabus, and that Term 2 syllabus will be having 3 units only. One will be your Chapter 4, Chapter 5 and Chapter 9. Okay, so we will be covering these 3 units in your Terminal 2. And for UT2 we will be covering 2 chapters, Chapter 4 and Chapter 9. Fine. So beta, today I'll be starting up with a Chapter 4, name is Entrepreneur Skills. Okay, so before I start this chapter, I would like to tell importance of this chapter, for what we should read it carefully, right? So the first reason that why we are reading this particular book, the vocational subject. The vocational subject is basically for the employment purposes, right? So if you are developing skills for entrepreneurship in yourself, then surely you will succeed somewhere in your life. Okay, so what is an entrepreneur? I'll be discussing this particular topic in detail. Before that, I will start this chapter with a little bit of introduction about business. Okay, so what is business? Actually, business it is an activity which is basically done to earn money or to gain profit. Why we do business? To gain profit, to gain money, right? And why someone will give you money? Because you will satisfy some of its wants or needs in terms of goods or services, right? So I can say business is an economic activity which will lead to the production of or distribution of the goods or the services for satisfying the human wants, right? So actually business is catering the needs of the society. Whatever the society is needing, if a business is supplying that particular good or a service to the society, then definitely that society will also support that business, right? If you are providing something which is of no use for the society, then society will not accept that particular thing, whatever you are providing through your business, right? So now another important point comes here. But sometimes what happens that there is a gap between what is needed and what is available. Okay, means you are providing something and little bit different from that. If it is available, then it will be much more beneficial. Okay, so if a person is able to bridge this gap, okay, so definitely he will be getting the attention of the society, and the people of the society, they will take much more interest in whatever he is producing for them, right? So the gap which is actually an opportunity for some people which are ready to take risk, okay, means they will do something innovative in their products or services so that people may start purchasing their goods, whatever they are producing. Okay, so such people who actually have the tendency to take the risk and to fill that gap in their products or the services they are providing, such people are known as entrepreneurs. Okay, so let me conclude what is who is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur actually is a person who is self-employed, okay, and he is willing to take the risk to bring a new idea in the form of business for the society, right? So if you are self-employed, it doesn't mean that you are an entrepreneur. If I take an example like a shopkeeper, he's also a self-employed person and he's doing his business of his own, right? So would you call that shopkeeper an entrepreneur? No. Why? Because entrepreneur is actually the one who is introducing a new idea. Okay, if somebody is following the traditional business of his parents and just doing the same, nothing innovative is doing in it, then he is a businessman, he is not an entrepreneur. Okay, so I would like to make you the difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur clear, because there is a very thin line in a businessman and an entrepreneur. Okay, so a businessman is an individual who operates a business with the same old business idea, but an entrepreneur is an individual who is having an exclusive idea to initiate and to establish a new venture. Okay, if you have something creative in your mind, something innovative in your mind, with the help of which you can serve the society, okay, so definitely, and you are preparing a product or a service using that particular idea, then definitely you are an entrepreneur. Okay, so the main thing regarding an entrepreneur is that he is having the tendency to take up the risk, because you are trying to implement a new idea into the market, and you are not aware 100% that whether that idea will work or not, but still you are taking risk and trying that particular idea to get implemented in the form of your products or services, right? So definitely a lot of risk is involved in such type of work. But if you are a businessman, then and you are following a traditional old business strategy, then risk is very less, because everything is known to you and you don't have to explore much about the new concepts. Okay, but an entrepreneur actually he is experimental in nature. Okay, so you have to come up with the new ideas and the creative solution if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, right? So now let me discuss some theory according to your book, right? What is an enterprise? Enterprise actually is an entity, or we can say an organization, that is formed from for the commercial purpose or the business venture. Okay, so we can say enterprise is a business, is an organization for doing business, right? And the main purpose of an enterprise is to provide goods or services, right? And what it will keep in mind, the financial conditions of the company itself, okay, the enterprise itself, and whatever products or services they are producing, whether they are commercially acceptable or not, and the industrial unit which they are holding up, whether it is capable of providing those products or services or not. Okay, so the enterprise will produce goods and services keeping these three things in the mind, like the financial condition, the commercial support, and the industrial aspects, right? So enterprise, which is an organization, is actually comprises of people and physical assets. So many people are working to attain a objective of that particular enterprise, right? What are the physical assets? Physical assets, they include the property, the plant, and the equipment that are there in the organization, or we can say in an enterprise, right? So what do you mean by entrepreneur? I have discussed this concept, this term with you before that also. An entrepreneur is a person who starts an enterprise and is involved with the operations of business. Okay, so we can say, I am repeating my definition again, an entrepreneur is a person who is self-employed and is willing to take the risks and bring in a new idea to start a business. Okay, so success of the business that a particular entrepreneur is doing is totally dependent on the efficiency the entrepreneur has. Okay, it's a very challenging job, but if you succeed, definitely you can do something which can help the society, which can help the country, and even which may help you also to grow, right? So an entrepreneurship can be defined as the process of organizing, managing a business venture together with the risks involved in it. Okay, if you are an entrepreneur and you are continuing your entrepreneurship, then you will be handling a lot of risk along with your journey, right? The process involves catering and implementing new ideas and the creative solutions, right? So in this process you will be implementing new ideas and the creative solutions, and I told you the success or the failure of the enterprise, it will depend totally on the efficiency of the entrepreneur, right? An entrepreneur, he needs to be focused and he should be ready to bring changes in whatever things he is implementing. So that is why he is writing focused on adapting himself according to the changes taking place in the national economy, industries and market. See, whatever the opportunities are around us, actually the opportunities are everywhere around us. So we need to see, or we need to check those opportunities, and using those ideas we can generate or we can start a new business. Okay, so like I told you the example of a shopkeeper. Like a shopkeeper, what he is doing, he is buying the things from a bigger shop and selling it to you. So he is not an entrepreneur. He can be called an entrepreneur if he is putting something innovative while selling. Okay, selling the products, while selling the products, if he is doing something innovative, like a golgappa wala, he started, or we can say, take an example of a tea seller. So a tea seller, let us take an example of two tea sellers. One is sitting on a particular station and one is sitting on the roadside, right? So the one who is sitting on the station, he is doing this particular job traditionally, means from a long period of time he is doing this job. Okay, so he is earning a good profit from that also, right? So but if a new person who is sitting on the roadside, he is starting up this new job, he is putting a creative idea that I will not sell the tea, like making simple tea and selling it. He is putting a creative idea that I'll be selling the tea with different flavors. Okay, so here he is putting his creativity and innovation into his work, and now if his innovation or the creativity succeeds, means it is successful, then definitely he will earn profit, and the people will start coming to his shop or that roadside to have tea from him, right? So if you are doing anything, whatever you are doing of your own, and you are putting something innovative in that, you are doing something in means doing that thing in a creative way, definitely that idea will lead to increase in the growth of your business, right? So this is the concept of entrepreneurship. So you have started a business not on the traditional basis, you are putting something creative into it, so that you may grow at a very faster speed. Okay, so it will benefit both the society and the entrepreneur himself. Okay beta, we will be starting up this topic in much more detail in the next class. Thank you so much.